So I see Los Angeles City has enacted or about to enact a new law that targets barking dogs. Your dog barks loud and the neighbors complain. The police may come over and give you a ticket or something. No, it's going to be a little problem because the guy could argue that this dog is not mine. It's hanging around and we don't even feed it. We don't know why it comes here. We're trying to run it out to the place. So, unless it is registered to that person, some people escape, liability. Then they may have to go now and enforce that every dog is registered and paying the taxes and, the whole 9 yards. So I'm not sure how the administration of this whole new dog barking ordinance is going to work. However, I recall I'm walking down the street and this dog barking at me. I'm saying this dog should know that I'm not abandoned. So a guy said, that dog is more intelligent than you and more intelligent than a lot of people he knows. And I'm saying, like, what? Dog more intelligent than any human being? I mean, even a child with Down syndrome or one that is straight up a moron or one whose IQ is zero. You could train this child to do things that you can't train a dog to do. I mean, no dog could know the difference, to call 911 and say fire, police, or rescue, or whatever. Dog could bring you a human could bring you your medication, rub your back, take your hand and help you down the step, raise you up if you're sick and you can't get up, put you in a wheelchair if they're strong and you're not that heavy. They could do so many different things. But this guy was saying that this dog, dogs are smart, and I don't understand how people could equate an animal with a human being. No, I mean, I don't want to get into the Sesame Street and this Scooby-Doo and all this kind of early acculturation that happens to many young people to the extent where they become now thinking animals are more important than humans. But the barking dog, I know some places people throw some acid down the dog's throat and scald the vocal cord so you can't from barking. So there's another inhumane act. However, it would be interesting to see how this one is going to pan out. I don't know if dogs really protect anything and so forth, and really they do annoy because you're trying to get some sleep. You watch computer and they will let them on late into the night, television too, and you want to get some sleep to get up to do your job. And this dog barking at everything he sees. Car pass, he bark. Somebody walking down the road, he bark. Another dog pass, he bark. Can they train the dog to really don't even bark but just bite? Skin his teeth at somebody, and if they're still coming in, make some noise, shake some bell and gate or whatever, and you alert you so you could come up and see if you really appreciate that person being in your yard. Of course, maybe you have to give the dog a gun too, because some fellas have a gun to shoot the dog, and if you go there, you might get shot too. So, people and the dogs. Somebody coined the thing that dog is man's best friend, and every now and then they show you an article in the papers where some dog stayed with an owner who was stranded and died and all this kind of stuff, went and brought the relatives back to the site where the person is and so forth. And I don't credit these acts to the dog. I'm saying that this is an angel or God who is working with us and using the animal to benefit us, but not that the animal itself is smart. I'm going to make a next video about the sort of, they talk about in genetics, how they're changing dogs from fox to dogs and so forth. But this is an interesting ordinance in LA, and I applaud them because this dog thing is getting out of control, and especially in Puerto Rico, all in the pave, the defecating and don't pick it up and so on in the park, dog defecation. This mangy dog that needs to be either put down or get some good vet care. This guy hugging it and kissing it, holding it with his hand, and then he eat with that same hand and give you things to eat. That's why I don't eat from people and all that stuff, because they do so much nasty stuff. You know what I mean? But dogs need to, be put in the place. They're not that important. They're not to disturb humans.